Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, subjects and visitors, welcome to Creative Engineering. I'm Saknila Ice, the King. Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Creative Engineering. It's great to see you all again. This episode, instead of doing something from Creative Engineering, we're actually going to be going back to Create for a bit today. Thank you so much for another sub on YouTube. I really appreciate that. We're exactly halfway to our next milestone on YouTube, which is 250, and 1/4 of the way towards getting towards the number of subs we need for the minimum level of monetization on YouTube, which is 500. Plus, we need like a lot of hours of watch time, so which is right currently we're only at like a couple hundred. So, really telling your friends about the channel and about the family-friendly content that we got here would be a great way to support it. Of course, another way to great support is via the blog. As you can tell, we still only have 2 members on the blog. That's me and one other person. So, and the blog is like completely free to join. Although if you do choose to get a paid membership, you of course will be able to get eligible for a sign here in the hall, our Hall of Heroes, which is currently empty still. That's right, there's no one still in the Hall of Heroes. So if you want to become the first member of the Hall of Heroes and get the exclusive founder badge in the comments on Saknila Ice, become a paid member of the blog today. Links in the description. But with that being said, like I said, today we're not working on Create. Much as I want to do that, no, we're going to be working a bit more. I want to do we're doing a few motors exactly. Let's see a starter motor. And a basic motor. Let's see if we can even make the raft sheets, regular Fortnite sheets. So if not, reg. Yes, we can. So good. So we can create the first 2 motors, which are necessary to make the hardened motor. Because today I want to make rails. As in standard Minecraft rails, which are where is the standard rail? Okay, so train track. I just want to do the standard one, which is not narrow and a site. I want standard train track. There we go. Which are just iron nuggets being pressed on top of a slab, so that's pretty easy. And of course I want to do train casings. I mean, I could have considered doing the monorail train track, which requires metal girders and brackets and stuff, but that would be a bit more complex. And I do prefer a standard look for the train, fortunately. Plus, I'm going to want to craft train cases. Plus, I want to need train schedules. No, I won't need the schedule. But I will want the station to build them, and of course to do it. And that's all, and the controls. And maybe the door. We also aren't going to need the coupler, because I'm only planning to make something simple. I won't tell you what. If you want to do a more complex line, be my guest. Even have an automate, be my guest. But in my humble opinion, I don't think that's going to be necessary. These three are going to be crafts, which I will set up. Oh, I gotta, right, I'm gonna put the motors into over here. Better not forget that. Now we're gonna need our set our crafter up for that stuff. So I'll do that, of course. But this is for like later in the, a little bit later in the series, not too much later, like 3 more episodes after this, probably? Yeah, so craft, we're gonna need one of these. And of course, another crafting table. Actually, I'll go set that up right now, so I don't have to worry about those later. It's actually important to get this done. So let's do those crafts before I forget. Okay, so that's station. At least we get 2 stations. Okay, can we... Is the compass? Can we do a compass in there? If not, no, it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a compass as well. Good to know. Recipe, station, compass. These things are important to know. Okay, the controls. I know that we got precision. We're gonna be making the... Oh, lever. We should probably automate the lever first. Because, well, that's something I still didn't automate, which is, like, stupid. I mean, I've been using levers, but I just haven't automated those things. And, of course, train doors. Do I have a door automated? Let's see here. I have doors in there, but I don't have automated door. So I should probably do a door as well. Probably oak planks would probably be best, so... Now just set that up for oak doors. And then, of course, the train door. Because we're going to need train doors for my future build. I'll set the door in there. Now do that, and then we go boom, boom, boom. There, that's everything needed for the thing. All you need to do now is grab the stuff I need for the hardened motor, which is 1 brass. Okay, so hardened, because the hardened motor is what's going to power this factory. Okay, so we need 2 basic motors. So, basic. We're also going to need 4 gold ingots. We're going to need 2 shafts. So we're going to need a lot of shafts today. So I probably should grab a stack of those. We're also going to need 1 brass casing. Two blocks of iron. And 4 Regaphonic sheets besides those mortars. Because the hardened motors each require 2 plus they each require 2 starter motors, so 2. Oh yeah, so that's, so we're gonna need 4 of these, so to make 2 of those hardened ones. So we're gonna need 4, and then 4 more is 8, plus our 4 for these is 12. So we're going to need 12 of those total. Okay, so I need 2 and what? 2 more actually. So do basics. Nope, I want hardened. No, no. The starters do make the do it. So now the regular finite sheets. There we go. We got 4 of those. Excellent. So we're gonna have a couple of those sheets left over, but that's okay. Now I can head over to the. Ooh, it's nighttime. Probably should sleep. Now let's head over to the crafter and set it up. This is go out. This is a 2x5 recipe, I think. Yep, 2x5, 3x5 actually. So we'll go there, there, there. There, then iron. Okay, so iron blocks go there, there. Brass casing goes between. Okay, we want the shafts go here, there. The gold will go there, 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 and the basic motors will go there. And there. Now, if I push the button, it should be crafted into a hardened motor. Perfect. And this is what's going to provide the RPMs to the factory once it gets connected up. Okay, I know that we're going to need probably 2 belts at least, so belt. We're going to need, for this we're going to need to make slabs for the stone cutter. Okay, so we're going to need a stone slab. To set the recipe, we're going to need create. We are definitely going to need the let's see here. What do we need here? Where is it? We're going to need some deployers, definitely. We're going to need 2. So we're going to need 3 deployers. We're going to need 1 press. So so let's see here. Let's see what the crafting recipes are. Tree. There should be a crafting recipe for the press, if there isn't. Oh yes, it's right there. Perfect. We got the press. Good. Where are the pliers? There we go. We're going to need 3 of these. Oh, we do have some saws. Excellent. So we need 1. Actually, we're going to need another belt. We're going to need some cogs. We're going to need a crate or 2. Oh, we're going to need 1 crate for each. So we're going to need another or barrel. Need 3 of those. For storage, we're going to need some drawers. And storage, and we're going to need a storage controller. There we go. Lawyers, excellent, 3 of them. Because I'd like to. Okay, so since we got the hardened mode, I don't think I need the hardened motor anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I first want to set up the simple train casing because it's, well, simple. Simply brass casing turning into train casing, so it's actually simple. And we can create one right now. So all we're gonna need is a sturdy sheet. Actually, we need to craft another one of those, so we'll set that up. Because I'll need that as a filter later. And a brass casing on the ground. Which I'm going to do right now, create the train casing. Because we're going to need that for storage. Unfortunately, the rails cannot be set as storage. But we can set the cutter up. Oops, can't go that way. I want to set it up over here, this factory. We're going to go set up a barrel first for the craft of it. This is only going to be done on demand, I think. This is going to actually be the simpler one, so. Then we're going to have a barrel there. Storage will be back here. Okay, so we're going to need my cards. Where are the linking tool and the locking tool. There we go. There, now they're linked. One of them, I'll throw the train casing in. And then this will be imported, and then this will be done. That one will be for rails. But, like I said, I want to ensure that this is done only when I needs to get done. How will that work? A crafting recipe will be set up. That's how. And the deployer will go in the middle. And it will deploy onto there. The power will be put underground. We're going to need some... Ooh, funnels, yes. I want andesite funnels to release. The andesite only releases one at a time. And we're going to need an item thingy. This will be connected up to there via... let me see. We need some gearboxes, I think. I think I'll make 10 of those verticals, just to be on the safe side. There, and that should do that. Then the cable will probably go there. And then I'll put sturdy sheets into this to make the casings. I understand that that's only the casings. We still gotta set up the rail construction. And well, I know that it's going to be more complex than this, unfortunately. We're going to go... because I need to do a saw. Probably after 2 of them. Set to cut stone slabs. There we go. Then the stone slab will be transformed. I think there. And the rails will be put into there, I think. We're going to need... cogs will make sure that it runs in the same direction. Ooh, I need the press probably right here. There we go. And I want... ooh, I can actually... maybe I can power this. Maybe from here. I don't have to do this here. I'm gonna keep that dirt out. Just put it in some deep slate tiles here. At least that would be my hope. I can use that to power that. Then right after that, we're gonna go. Got 2 deployers, I think, for rails. Yes. 2 nugget deployers. So like that, and then a press. If I turn these, I can power. Okay, so I might have to do some more. I have no idea how I'm going to power this. Let me see here. Ooh, actually change conveyors. Actually, I'm going to go in case chain drives. That's what I'll do. And if I have one more here, that should work. So, chain drive. I need one. There. That, in theory, should work. Now I just gotta set up all the imports. Of course, I want to cover that up, so we're going to need andesite casing. We are also going to do andesite casing on all these as well. The power, of course, will be put into the basement. Of course, I need to set up cable for this side to tell it what to do. And then I need to import from. So we're going to need two importers. Okay, so item. We're going to need item interface. We're going to need importers times 2. We're going to need, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 exporters. There we go, so we need 4 of these. And I think... Oh, and we're going to need 2 crafting interfaces. I'm gonna set up recipes now. That will... Okay, so... I gotta make sure that these run in the correct direction, of course, so... Vertical. Vertical. The power will be put in underground, so that's probably what I should do. Probably should sleep first. So we guys can see better what I'm doing. Although it's connecting up the power is something I've done before, and well, you guys should probably understand what's going on, but the exporter will go here, then the cable will go here, here. Okay, so that's how that exporter will go. These exporters will go on this side. Well, no, not there. I'd have to export the extra. So I did one export extra. Oops. No, let's remove that. We got one exporter that we don't need. Oh yeah, we're going to need 2 more andesite tunnels, so there we go. We're going to need now some cables. Will go like this. Now we're going to have to set up 3 cards. One for sturdy sheets. Okay, so do we have a sturdy sheet? Yes, we do. Excellent. Good. So let's set up an item. Card for that. And we're going to need 2 for iron nuggets. the sturdy sheet one will go in here into the export item, and this is where the export item is iron nuggets for these two. There we go. And if I want, I can also put sturdy sheet into this filter here, so it always, and there, I'll put that in there, so it's using that sturdy sheet. There, it's ready to go. Now, of course, the hooking up, which is, of course, something you've probably seen before, so I'll bring it back where it's all hooked up, and we can run a test. Well, folks, I'm pleased to announce that the track maker and train casing factory is complete. Come along with me and I'll show you the inside. Oh, this. Almost forgot that. There we go. Now it's truly complete. Door opens, closes. On the left, you can see the train casing line. On the right is the line that whips up train tracks. And yes, we attached it. It does work. So does the train casing line. Both are fully functional. Both work. Which means later, when I set up, well, I'm not going to call it a train line. I'm going to call it a streetcar line, because I'm planning to build a streetcar style design of engine. I'll be able to, well, take it and use it to get down to where I'm planning to build the castle. But next time, folks, is when we start setting up to build the most powerful factory you can build. One of the most powerful things in immersive engineering you can do, the arc furnace. That's the way that you can automatically make alloys. Well, make alloys without having to waste precious fuel in the alloy kiln. And also it's useful for recycling. If you have any metal items that you need recycling. Like say you get some armor from fishing and you don't want to wear it. You can recycle it in the arc furnace to get back some of the materials. Like, let's say you get, say, a sword. Let's say you get an iron sword and you want and see, in the arc furnace you get back two iron ingots. Of course, it depends on the strength of the thing. The arc furnace is quite powerful. It can turn, if you turn your gold raw into gold, you can actually get 13 gold instead of 9 from a block of raw gold, and a 50% chance to get a 14th. All metals, you get more metal for doing this. The arc furnace is actually quite powerful. That plus you get a 50% chance when alloying when just cooking just regular stuff. So like this is useful in a normal, like this arc furnace will be is useful in a normal world. Or you can turn, plus you can get slag by if you cook ore directly in it. You can also make insulating glass here. You can make electrum. You can make, basically it's quite useful. You can also make steel, but you need coke dust for that. So I'll show. That's one of the things I want to show you. Is how you can get coke dust and turn that into electrodes in the next episode. So let's come back to that. And well, you can also recycle your wires if you accidentally craft one too many. Recycle your doors, stairs, anything that's made of metal you can recycle. If you got something that's too many, you can get back the metal. 55 pages of recipes, so folks, the arc furnace is quite powerful, and well, next episode I'll start showing you next episode will show you how to get the electrodes for that build. And then the episode after that, we'll be building the arc furnace itself. So stay tuned for the next couple episodes. Because after the arc furnace is done, we'll be building a railway. Like I said, we're going to be building a line from the edge of this base to where we're going to be building our future castle. Castle is going to be where our villagers who do not have trading slots are going to be living in the future. Plus, I might even set up some immersive engineering trades there, so we'll have to go to the castle to do trades. But that's for the future, folks. Until then, folks, my name is Swag, and I'll see you next time on another episode of Creative Engineering. Until then, take care and God bless. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!